Okay, folks, this will be an interesting one, hopefully. I've done a few of these for quite a lot of them. Not a lot, quite a few of them. Let's see if I can make this one turn up a treat. Going to start with black. Black is a colour that makes me think of when you don't go in the red with your money. Unfortunately, I've found myself in recent times going in the red because I'm trying to get in touch with a lost loved one. And I had to take a bank loan out on this photocopier because my old one died on me and could not be fixed unless I paid the full price to have a technician come and fix it. And the reason for that was because the spare parts could not be guaranteed because the stupid manufacturer, this company, Konica Minolta, doesn't manufacture the parts, and the company that serviced it also had to pass on the expensiveness of technician. So I was in a difficult situation, so I had to get a new photocopier. Anyway, this is what we're doing. This Google Android phone cover, Google Pixel 4. That's that one. But basically, I couldn't afford to have it fixed, so I needed a working photocopier. So I had to go and take the drastic action of taking out a bank loan, even though I'm not rich. I don't have that sort of money kicking around. But it's either that or no working photocopier. So I had to do it, folks. It's not because I wanted to, just to splash the cash. I had to, if I wanted to have a photocopier that was working, that would help me with my TV campaign. So I'm trying to get this stuff to go to air on primetime news. And it's really hard trying to compete with the usual shit that they put up, like death, disease, disaster, destruction, and crime and murder and suicide, car crashes, car chases, you name it, that sort of thing. That sort of shit that they typically like to put. And it really gets exasperating and it gets worrisome because I failed to pay my bank loan twice in a row. I had to wait till payday, and even though it's only like a couple of days late, they still don't like it. So that's the way the bank is, and the banks, you got to do what they want you to do and just pay your bank loan, but sometimes you can't always do that. Sometimes it's just you haven't got that sort of money kicking around. Why did we make this a negative image? So yeah, it's not a good look when you can't pay your bank loan off. It's really not a good look. So I'm trying to get this stuff out there so I can get in touch with my partner, who's also passionate about photocopiers himself. And I just get lonely without him, and I just can't find him. So I took out this bank loan, hoping that something would happen. So this is our negative image. That's the positive images we just did. And this is our negative. So negative is what the TV channels typically like to show on their bulletins, all the nasty stuff. But they're not interested in trying to help a person like myself who's got genuine difficulties, who needs a bit of a helping hand. And I know sometimes the news channels do help people, but they don't do it always, and they're not doing it for me. I'm not one of those people that they particularly seem fit to assist. That's how it seems. You just get the feeling they don't give a flying fuck about me and my situation. they want to promote themselves and show all this shit, and they just don't have any idea just how much I need their help, that I do need to have my stuff on air. I'm going to make it 200, we're just going to take it there. So this is our texture from our phone cover. Yeah, that looks really quite nice actually. I'm going to use that. We're now just going to shut off the enlargement. We're just going to now do it one-on-one, one-to-one, as in 100%. But I really miss my partner and it's really difficult, and I don't know how financially how I'm going to cope much longer with this. And I really hate being late payment for this bank loan on my photocopier. I just can't tolerate being in the red, and it just really drives me up the wall. I'm not good at dealing with the stress of it. I get depressed sometimes, often, most of the time. I just get really down on myself and down on everything. I missed an appointment today to have my smoke alarm inspected, and I just got really angry at myself. The person who, this is the second time they've arrived and I haven't seen them, and they had to ring me, and I was out and about, and that person was a really nice tradie. Tradies are often not very nice people, but this guy appears to have a heart of gold. He's a really nice person who works for a contractor to the social housing that I've got to regularly inspect and service smoke alarms and safety switch. So I really appreciate his patience. He was very, very patient, and I really appreciate it. Thumbs up to him, whoever he is. Hopefully he'll know it's him. Hopefully he'll know that it's him that I'm talking about. So he's meant to fix the smoke alarm on Friday the 14th of May 2012. Whoever it was that called me and I wasn't there. Thumbs up to you, mate. You've done well. Thanks for showing patience and not getting angry at me, even though I deserve it. So yeah, this stuff's got to go to air on television at some stage. I don't know when or how, or if. I'm hoping it will happen. I just got to be positive, folks, that my stuff will make the air time. Now that's as big as it goes. That's 400%. That looks really quite nice. I do think maybe the vertical could go down a bit, or maybe we'll keep it like that. I don't know. I'm just going to use my intuition here. But I really miss my partner, and I'm trying my hardest to get these videos to go to air, to go on television. And it's really difficult financially, and I spend a lot of time on my own or with people I don't feel connected with, because I need to be with my partner Luigi. He's the only one I really feel truly connected to, and it just gets so lonely being away from him as long as I have been. Now that looks really quite nice. But I really miss him, and I really need to find him, otherwise I'll die of a broken heart. That's how I see it, that I'm going to die of a broken heart if I don't find him. So I do need to be in touch with him ASAP, because he's a part of me and I'm a part of him. He's also dying of a broken heart. He loves me that much, and he's loved me a lot longer than I've loved him. So you can imagine how much pain he's been through compared with myself. And he really adored me, and he loved me, and he cared for me, even when I fucking hated him. And that's a real regret that I have, is not being with him back in 1992, 93. So it's been decades, nearly 3 decades. So I'm just putting out this appeal to the news, the television news, that they can somehow, I know they can make a difference. They've got the power, they've got the resources. They can help. And I want them to help, even though I get the feeling they don't care. I get the feeling they just don't care. My work isn't classical type news, death, disease, disaster, destruction, etc. It's not that. It's different. I talk about those things, but I'm just criticising the media most of the time, or the TV, should I say. My stuff isn't conventional in a newsworthy sense. Anyway, let's see how this Google Pixel thing looks. Yeah, that looks quite interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.